This is a video response for all of you out there that are asking about what happened about a couple weekends ago. Well, I live down here in South Central Texas, and we recently had this big storm pass through a couple weekends ago, and that's when all this stuff happened. And I put the 11 baby ratlets of Whiskers in her and the daddy notch into a 10-gallon outside, along with the other three wire cages of mine. 10-gallon was only temporary. I did have protection on it from the rain. It was like a really thick shower curtain I got over at the store right around the corner from where I live at. I did secure it really good. I had brakes on top of it, but unfortunately, sometime during the storm, an older female rat from below chewed a hole in through the shower curtain. It must have pushed the wind, probably pushed it against the cage to where she can get a hold of it, chewed a hole into it, and that hole, she made a flap that blew open above the 10-gallon. Went out there and I checked on it because I was worried that their cage might flood. So I went out there probably about 10 minutes after I woke up right away. And I went out there, looked, the babies are fine. There's just a little bit damp in there, probably from like a little bit, just a tiny bit of rain. There's no standing water. And then whenever I left, after I put a brick on top of it, so that way it won't blow open again, after the storm passed by, I went out there immediately again to go check on them, probably about 20, 30 minutes later. And I looked, the water was filled up all the way to the top of their cage. Like the bottom of the 10-gallon, all the way to the top. Yeah, I was pretty pissed off that happened, and I was also so shocked that happened to that all the babies and the parents drowned. The mother Whiskers, which is in another video of mine, that was her older litter, the video of my fancy rats. She died along with the father and her 11 babies. And 11 babies were about the size of adult mice. They were ready and weaned to be given out to other owners. I was getting ready just that day after the storm to go to a pet store that was waiting for me to go take them down there. And yeah, we were just totally shocked that happened. And I'm not using the 10-gallon again. I just have to use a smaller cage to try to cram them in next time. But the new news about it is that I got a couple of big plastic tubs. They're kind of like bigger than a screen though, but they're pretty big. They're big enough to go on top of the cages now. Another cage too that was affected by it was another one that was below it, but on the other side, because I stacked them like 4 like a square, 2 on top and 2 on the bottom. The 10-gallon was on top, the wire cage is on bottom, the smaller wire cage next to it, and another one on the bottom underneath the 10-gallon. And the other wire cage, which is on the other side on the floor, next to the other cages, it got flooded too, but it was a wire cage. It had a deep plastic dish, or plastic base about that deep, and it got flooded up to the top of the base. But the bad thing about that is that she had a litter of rats in there, baby rats. They're probably about a couple of days old, and I thought that they were all dead, that they drowned also, which I was pissed about also. But once I looked closer, she actually chewed some of the shower curtain too, but guess what was on top of the shower curtain? Her baby rats. Like, I was just so, I was just so surprised that she took from what I thought, every single baby up there on top of her house, which she was standing on top of, and she looked very frantically, like she knew that something really bad just happened. And immediately I went inside, got my fresh bedding, dry bedding, new. Went out there and got my small container, the plastic ones they sell at the pet shop. And I took her immediately inside and grabbed each of her babies that were on top of the house into there with her. And right away she started drying herself and cleaning the babies. And I was pretty sure there has to be at least one baby that's dead inside there. Took the plastic house out. The plastic house, the top of the house reaches probably about an inch or 2 above the plastic base. So after I pulled the shower curtain off, it stopped raining, so it was pretty damp outside. And I looked inside her cage. I dumped all the nasty water and the shavings out. I found 3 babies inside the water. One was half alive. and I revived that one and made it because I cupped it inside my hands like this. Made a little hole inside of it, and I blew air into it. Uninhaled air, of course, because there's no oxygen. It's breathing in and into your hand. And I pushed on it with my thumb to give it like CPR. I mean, I won't sound like an idiot though, but the rat made it. It went from purple to pink, and it started moving around and it started making squeaking noise. That one's doing fine right now. Like her, one with the babies, two of them didn't make it. Her name's Toto. She's a very aggressive female though, but now because she has babies, you can see she bit me right there. See those 2 marks? Yeah, she nicked me pretty good, and also she got me on the finger too. But she's doing fine. Her sole surviving babies are doing good. The good thing about that is that there's also another female that was really pregnant the day that happened. She gave birth the next day to probably about 13 or 14 babies, a very large litter. But both of those litters was my male rat's babies, so he fathered them, which is good because I still have, like, still part of him in those babies. So I get to keep one and to like let the next generation of him to continue on. But I'm still I still can't believe that they're gone. So, but I just want to let y'all know because I've been getting a lot of questions about what happened. But I just moved on. So thanks for watching.